Yo, welcome back to VLR with Justin and Ulam. So, we are once again finding ourselves inside... That is not... right, this is how we look around the room. Alright, so we are in a very odd puzzle room that... It is going to have to do something with interacting with this cube, pretty apparently. Let's see if anything happens. Okay, so this game of Minesweeper? If it is, I'm finding nothing but zeros. Oh, nope, here's some numbers. Very few numbers, though. Looks like the bulk of the thing is zeros. Right, probably something to do then with where in the room these edges would be. Alright, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7. Alright, let's use red. Actually, let's just go ahead and draw this as poorly as possible. So it's zeros until 1, 2 there. One, 1, 1, 3. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Didn't think that through very well, I guess. So, no, it's not Minesweeper then, because of how the whole bordering thing works. Oh, I don't think we can do anything else with it right now. Don't understand what's going on here. Have another look at it. Cube, look at it again, but perhaps let's try looking at it from a different side this time. Say the opposite side. There are winning and losing panels on the wall. Yeah, so as I figured, the walls correspond to the cube. The cube can help you find the winning panels. When the winning panels, and only the winning panels, are highlighted in cyan, the system will activate. Yeah, but here's how you find the winning panels. When you click a panel, it will display a number. Each surrounding panel will also display a number. This number indicates the number of winning panels that border each panel. Okay. So, actually, it is Minesweeper then. Interesting. So bordering also includes is. Ergo 2, but also 2. Alright, so it's not... I don't think that's typically how regular Minesweeper works. Perhaps this is how a variant of Minesweeper works. One way or the other, this is clearly a variant of Minesweeper. And yeah, note one, the hint that appears on the cube is different for each side. If the wall with the exit is the north wall to the right of that east, which would make the... I feel like if you had to put all this extra text in, you probably designed something a little more complicated than was for your own good. Adjacent walls don't provide hints for one another. Winning panels on the border with an adjacent wall is panel not reflecting the initial panels. There are a total of 8 puzzles hidden in the walls. But it's a 6-sided cube. What does that mean then? Alright. Yeah, Yeah, so actually by checking like this and that all being zeros tells us also that those are not. Yeah. Right. So the issue here is definitely going to be that our memo space is not super well equipped for this. So it would be much better for me to utilize physical stuff. So pardon me for a moment as I find some paper and pencils. Alright, so instead of paper and pencil, I've come up with a different idea. We're going to, that I think should allow us to use this reusably. So by figuring out that these 3 ones are all pointing to this center block, we can go ahead and just mark that block right here, an X, so we know that this block in particular is the one that all of those are referring to. And then we can just erase and go from there beyond that. So for this cluster down here, this one that's up here that's not touching anything else is almost certainly referring to the 2 just beneath it, which means that this one right there is almost certainly 1, which also would mean that this one is also referring to that, which would mean that this 2, these would have to, well, no, not necessarily. Yeah, that this 2, one of its faces that it's talking about is this one, but also possibly actually this one then. Yeah, because this is a 1, this has to be 1 as well. Which answers this 2. And since that one has to be referring to over here, and would be a 2 otherwise, that means that this 3 has to be itself 1. And then we can just look to try to prove that, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then the 1 has to be referring to only the one that it's touching right over there. Because it can't be, that one, because then this one is referring to this one. So yeah, for this face, these 4. So from here, behind us, so on this wall, it will be 1, 2, 3 up, 3 up, and then 1, 2, 3 skipping first. Right, so that's that one. Now let's go do the other door, which actually means we need to face the camera the entire opposite direction. There we go. Are you actually going to say that every time I click on a unique face? Whatever. So now it's a simple matter of removing the X's, and we can still reuse the grid. There we go. Alright, so nothing up there, nothing up there, nothing up there. Excellent. Alright, some nothings. Curious. Alright. So, clustered right over here. So with a 1 right there, yeah, these have to be referring to this block. So that right there obviously has to be 1. And for 2, that has to mean that this one, because either of these ones can only be referring to the 2 itself. And then we'll need more information to go beyond this. So the 3 is clearly touching that, is clearly itself, and the 1 confirms that, so it has to be this one. Which then means that 3 is 1, 2, and 3. This 3 must be 1, 2, and for the 1 to refer, it has to be the one below it. Now let's confirm. Yeah, that would be 2 for 1 and 2. 1 for the one directly left. Yes, alright, so that should be accurate for this one. So for the wall behind us. Whoop. There we go. Oop, no, not flowchart. Memo. Alright, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then, yeah, we'll go ahead and do this side, which is looking this way, so it's actually the wall behind us once again. Nothing. Alright, once again, not across the very top, so there's a cluster there. So there's a cluster all through here, and all across the bottom. Alright, so this is a much more dense one. Alright, but we can at least confirm nothing above this line. It starts here, and actually, considering these are ones, nothing above this line, so they are all clustered here in the bottom 3, at least, we know that. So, starting here, actually I think we need to start with the ones, yeah, because for all 3 of these to be ones, none of them can be themselves, or else the ones on either side of them, well, hold on, so can this one be itself? No, considering we know that below it... No, actually, I don't know that, I guess. What can I definitively say about from this grouping? Not enough. So without diagonals, 5 would be the max. So if we can find a 5, we need to find something that gives us some concrete. We're seeing a lot of 4s, which is close to 5. Okay, so there's no 5s here. Alright, so we'll need to get our first definite through some other means. Alright, so a 0 and a 1 here means that this 1 cannot be referring to itself at least. Which means the 3 can't be referring to it either, although that doesn't clear things up too much. So this 1 can only be referring to there. There's not, and if there was a 0 here to prove that this 1 couldn't be it, that doesn't necessarily prove anything just yet. Here we go. So 0 and 1 means that this one's not it, and this one's not it, which means both of these ones have to be referring to, and this one, yeah, this one, that means that this one has to be referring to this 3, so there's our first. Because, yeah, we now know that because of this 0, this one cannot be referring to itself. And because these two sides, this one can only possibly be referring to itself or one of these. Hold on, actually. Well, no, yeah, and because of the 0s, we know it's not itself, so it has to be this 3 here is the first confirmed. Erase these. We may well be drawing these back in, but for now, let's erase them. Alright, so with this 3, that definitely guarantees what the 2 1s are talking about. And the 3 can only, therefore... Well, hold on, right? Yes, because this is a 3, and because we know this is 1, the 1 can only be referring to that because it's only a 1, not a 2. And because the 3 is referring to that, we know these 1s can only be referring to itself. The only possible 3 would be the other 2 and its link. Right, so what does that tell us about the bottom one? So if both of these are, then... Right, and if this one is only referring to that, then we know that, then that confirms that this one cannot be itself, which means it's only referring to this 3, which means that this 3 is referring to this, and not that, so therefore, this. So, bring up that 4. That 4 must also be a guaranteed one. Alright, and for this 4 to be referring to both 1, 2, 3, But a 4 so yeah, a 5 up here higher, a 5 would be referring to itself and every adjacent. But on any of these edges, a 4 also does what a 5 would do in the center, because that is all the that confirms that it is every possibility for these. So that's something we can use going forward as well. 4 on the edge means all 4 of these must be, because that's the only thing that would satisfy that condition. So this 4 is definitely referring to itself and these two. And it has to be this 3, because the 1 could only the 1 has to refer to the 4, therefore it can only refer to the 4, not itself as well. So this 3, whoop, did away the memo as though that's where I write it. Alright, so that confirms that. Uh-oh. No, not uh-oh. So that 1 referring to the 4 tells us something about this 2. This 2 can only possibly cannot be possibly referring to itself, which means it has to be those 2. Because this 1 would be untrue if the other one for the 2 was itself, plus the 0 also, I guess, already told us that. So, let's go back down, because this 3, it cannot be that one. So 1, 2, this 3 is already, so if this 3 is already confirmed, that means this 3 cannot itself, 1, 2, but we still don't know which of these 2, but at least we know it cannot be itself. Let's check just above here. I think we already, 1 only referring to that. Cannot be referring, so 2 is referring to either, no, if we know that this 3 cannot be referring, boom. Also a 4 was probably going to be itself, so it's not that big of a deal. Birds on my window. Let's see, so bring up the 4. The 2 is now confirmed, or completed, because it's referring to itself in this one. A 1 means that nothing above, so the 4 can only possibly be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which means that 4 confirms these. 3 is 1 and 2, so we'll have to find that out. Alright, so that 1 has to refer to this. For 3 to be 3, it has to be 1, 2, 3. 4 is 1, 2, 3, has to be 4. It's enough of a green mark, it'll be obvious. I hope. We'll see if I remember. Alright, so 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so still question there, and I cannot read what it... 3, 3, 2. So 3 is 1, 2. Has to be this one. To be a 3. Which means that this 4 is now 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. And this is a... 1, 2, 3, already completed. 1 and 2, which means this one can't, which I think means we're done. Because this is 1, 2, 3, yep, so neither itself nor that can be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yep, alright, so. The wall behind us now. Bring up the, no. So, this box, except for those 2, oh dear goodness gracious. That's what I meant by 8 puzzles. Oh, for crying out loud, this is gonna be an extra. No, we're gonna... I'm gonna watch the time, and when things get too long, we're gonna have to cut. This is undoubtedly gonna be a multi-part escape room. Oh, for crying out loud. So that also kind of guarantees that on that wall, those could not, the ones behind this could not have been. Looks like there's more of them. Yep. All but that. Yep. Alright, and then skip 2, 3 of 2s. Skip 2, 3 of 2s. Alright, so this wall is now done. Curiously enough, the two sides there should be green, considering we had to light it up in order to expand it out, but oh well. Let's finish the 4 corner walls first, at least. Hey, wait a minute. This wall doesn't appear to have kept it. What's going on here? Did I not? Oh, I'm certain this is the puzzle I did. Oh, hold on. Fascinating. So yeah, this is one where all the greens would have only been on the leftmost side. So they should be... Wait, they should be right there. Why isn't that lit up? Let's take care of it right quick. I could have sworn I did that one, like, first even. My memory should not be this bad. Alright, so... that one at least. Zeros mean not this one. So this one. 0 means so not this one, so 1, 2, 3. 0 means not this one, so yeah, it's gotta be 1, 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did the 4 along the wall like that. Oh, nope, not this one. This one. Did it erase it when I expanded that out, I guess, maybe? Is it at all possible that I'm missing something? No, these zeros are saying that there's nothing else in the rest of the board. So either I forgot to do that one or it erased when I expanded the thing. Either one of those is frustrating. Alright, well, whatever. So now this wall, and it looks like once we do that, we will definitely be time. Alright, nothing on the very top. Cluster there. Nothing over here. Cluster in the lower left. And along the right. Alright, so zeros mean not this one, so it guarantees it's this one. Is this 0? Yep, which guarantees it's that one, which means it has to be this one for that to be 2. And yep, so once again is 3 there. Alright, and then it's these 2. So lower 2, lower 3. Flip it around, flip it around. Lower 2, lower 3. Right. And then, yeah, like I said, so then we'll have the top, presumably. Huh, maybe not. And it doesn't appear I can... Well, oops, so I think this was our last time getting that. If not... No, so they just lied. You can keep clicking that as much as you want. Alright, curious, so I believe I've hit all the other sides, so it seems that the next step will indeed then be to do whatever that weird machine Doomaflachi is. So thanks for watching. We will pick that back up in the next episode.